Hey YouTubers, JB Coins here with another video. In this video, we will give you 5 tips, very important tips, on how to protect your valuable paper money. And we will cover protecting them, storing them, and handling them as well. But first, if you're new to the channel and love coins and currency collecting as much as we do, please consider subscribing. And when you do, hit the notification button, the little bell, so you'll get notified whenever we post a new video, go live, or have a giveaway. Also, please check our playlist about paper currency worth money, which we will link at the end of this video. So, the very first and very important tip: never handle the currency with bare hands. Many paper money collectors use soft cotton gloves, such as these, when handling their paper money. This protects the surface of the note from fingerprints and natural oils in your fingers or palms that can be damaging to the notes over time. Some people use nitrile gloves, the black ones. Remember to handle your paper currency only when absolutely necessary. If you want to look at them or examine them, or just got them and want to put them in protective sleeves, you can also use a good quality pair of tweezers. If you need to put them down on something like a table, for example, make sure the surface is clean and dry first. You don't want to put a good bill down on something sticky. Now, tip number 2. The best way of protecting your valuable paper currency is to place them in sleeves or sheets made of archival grade materials, such as you see these in. This means that they must be acid and polyvinyl chloride PVC free holders. It is highly recommended that the best and safest storage holders should be composed of a mylar polyester material for long-term currency preservation. When you have them in protective sleeves, you can place them now in folders or album storage boxes. We have many options for you to buy available on our website store. The link to them is below every video and in the upper corner of this one. You can see what you like the best and what you want to spend on protecting them. Tip number 3. Store them in the right size holders. Your currency may have a different size depending on what you're collecting, like you see the 3 bills on the table. Don't place your money in smaller, and by smaller we mean shorter sleeves, either height or length, because it'll let part of the bill stick out and will cause discoloration, and with time you'll see the difference between the protected and unprotected part. If you can't find the right size sleeve, go for a larger one, or do like we've done, where we've taken the protective sleeve and placed them in to the page, which you can see how much shorter the page is than the sleeve. So the bill is completely protected, but it's also within the sleeve. Any of these bills would fit, except for the really big ones, would fit in those kinds of pages. Another quick tip is, if you don't have the mylar boxes, or if you have straps, instead of individually putting the bills into mylars, you can get a good cardboard box with no plastic, even an old shoe box, but the better the fit, the better it is. And move them as little as possible, because if you move them and they bang the edges and the corners, it's bad. But just a good cardboard box, keep it closed, keep them in the dark, keep them where it's dry, check them every once in a while, make sure that they're okay, but try to handle them as little as possible. Tip number 4, you have your valuable currency in the sleeves and in the folder, for example, or a storage box or album. So what's next? Next, you have to find a permanent place for them that is clean, cool, and as dry as possible. Avoid direct sunlight. Light, heat, and moisture are the worst elements affecting any paper money collection and can damage them in long as well as short-term storage. Dressers, closets are usually good for storing them as long as they're dry, clean, in an area of relatively uniform temperature and humidity. 65 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit is recommended, but more so to be uniform, as we said. Obviously, avoid places that have or might develop mold or bugs, and try to avoid placing them in the basement or the attic for many reasons. They are usually the worst places to store paper currency. And speaking of avoiding direct light exposure, use a halogen bulb for any close examination and avoid ultraviolet rays too. And tip number 5, never try to clean your paper money. And by cleaning, we mean using an eraser on it. Also, don't try to repair any tears with cellophane tape. Don't use an iron to straighten out creases or bent corners. If your note is damaged or shows some signs of imperfection, use professional help. Any unprofessional repair of your valuable paper money will be noticeable to experts and will actually decrease the value of them. So, with those tips, you should now know how to handle and protect your investment in your currency. We hope you liked this video and found it helpful. And if you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. And until next time, J&B signing out.